Every day, life tests us with challenges, pressures, and moments that demand resilience. While we can't control everything around us, we can control how we respond, and that makes all the difference. This simple yet profound truth lies at the heart of Stoic philosophy, a timeless guide to living with strength, purpose, and inner peace. Each day is an opportunity to grow, improve, and approach life with greater clarity. In this video, we'll uncover 10 essential practices inspired by Stoicism, daily habits that can help you cultivate calm, courage, and self-mastery in an unpredictable world. If you're ready to transform your mindset and embrace the Stoic way of life, don't forget to subscribe to the Stoic Code channel for more wisdom and inspiration. Let's begin this journey together. First, practice morning reflection. Start your day with intention. Before diving into the demands of the world, spend a few quiet moments reflecting on what lies ahead. Ask yourself, what challenges might I face today? How can I approach them calmly and wisely? This practice, rooted in the Stoic tradition, prepares your mind to navigate the day with focus and resilience. Imagine the morning as your mental gym. Just as physical exercise strengthens your body, reflection sharpens your mind. Visualize potential obstacles, an impatient coworker, a delayed train, or even your own moments of frustration. By preparing for these scenarios in advance, you transform them from surprises into opportunities for growth. The philosopher Marcus Aurelius emphasized the importance of this habit. In his Meditations, he wrote about greeting the day with the understanding that he might encounter meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly people. Instead of letting these interactions unsettle him, he reminded himself that they were natural occurrences and within his control to handle gracefully. Make this practice your own. Create a simple morning ritual, a cup of tea, a journal, and a quiet space. Write down 3 things you aim to achieve today, not just tasks, but ways of being, such as remaining patient in meetings or choosing gratitude over frustration. Over time, this habit will anchor you, helping you face the world with a Stoic's calm determination. 2. Focus on what you can control. One of the most liberating lessons of Stoicism is this: you only have control over your thoughts, actions, and attitude. Everything else, other people's opinions, the weather, or unexpected events, is beyond your influence. Instead of wasting energy on the uncontrollable, Stoicism teaches you to focus on your response. Picture a storm. You can't stop the wind or rain, but you can decide whether to run for cover, dance in the rain, or let it ruin your mood. Life's challenges are like storms. You can't always prevent them, but you can decide how you'll weather them. Epictetus, a renowned Stoic philosopher, captured this idea perfectly when he said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This mindset isn't about ignoring problems, but about approaching them with clarity and composure. Start practicing this today. When something doesn't go as planned, pause and ask yourself, what part of this is within my control? If it's nothing, release it. If it's something, act with purpose. This small shift can save you from unnecessary stress and empower you to focus on what truly matters. 3. Live according to your values. At the core of Stoicism lies the belief that a good life is one aligned with your values. Instead of chasing fleeting pleasures or external validation, Stoics focus on living virtuously, practicing wisdom, courage, justice, and self-discipline in all they do. Think of your values as your internal compass. When you live by them, you navigate life with clarity and purpose, no matter what challenges arise. Without them, you risk drifting aimlessly, swayed by external pressures or short-term desires. A practical way to embody this principle is to define your core values. Ask yourself, what truly matters to me? What kind of person do I want to be? Once you've identified these, use them as a guide in your daily decisions. For example, if honesty is one of your values, commit to truthfulness, even when it's uncomfortable or inconvenient. The Stoics remind us that living according to our values isn't about perfection, it's about striving to do our best. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." This advice isn't meant to pressure you into unrealistic ideals, but to encourage action over excuses. In practice, this might look like standing up for what's right, even when it's unpopular, or prioritizing meaningful relationships over superficial distractions. By consistently choosing actions that align with your values, you'll find a deeper sense of fulfillment and integrity. Living by your values also means recognizing when you've strayed from them without self-condemnation. Instead, see these moments as opportunities for growth. Reflect on what led you astray and how you can act differently next time. Ultimately, when your actions align with your principles, you'll experience a profound sense of peace. You'll no longer be torn between external expectations and internal desires, but instead move through life with the confidence of someone who knows their purpose. By making your values your foundation, you'll embody the Stoic path to a meaningful, resilient, and virtuous life. 4. Master the art of perception. In life, much of our suffering doesn't come from events themselves, but from how we perceive them. The Stoics believed that while we can't control what happens to us, we can always control how we interpret and respond to those events. As Epictetus famously said, "Men are disturbed not by things, but by the views they take of them." Imagine encountering a sudden rainstorm while walking to an important meeting. One person might curse the weather, feeling angry and helpless. Another might see it as an opportunity to laugh at the unpredictability of life and carry on, unaffected. The event is the same, but the perception creates two completely different experiences. To master perception, you must practice reframing situations. Instead of labeling something as bad or unfair, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I grow? Challenges, when viewed as opportunities for growth, become less intimidating and more empowering. Take Marcus Aurelius, who faced wars, plagues, and political turmoil during his reign. Despite these difficulties, he wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This mindset transforms obstacles into stepping stones, reminding us that adversity can build resilience and character. Another key to mastering perception is separating fact from interpretation. When faced with a setback, pause and identify what is truly happening versus the story you're telling yourself. For instance, losing a job might feel like failure, but in reality, it's just a change in circumstance. This shift in perspective can free you from unnecessary stress and open your mind to new possibilities. Daily mindfulness practices can also sharpen your perception. Spend time observing your thoughts without judgment. When negative emotions arise, examine their root cause. Often, you'll find they stem from assumptions or unrealistic expectations. By questioning these thoughts, you regain control over your emotional state. 5. Take action with courage. The Stoics didn't just preach philosophical reflection, they emphasized the importance of action. As Seneca stated, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." While fear or uncertainty can paralyze us, courage and decisive action are the antidotes to a stagnant life. Courage, in Stoic philosophy, isn't the absence of fear, it's the ability to act despite it. This principle is timeless, reminding us that progress only comes through effort. Think of a goal or dream you've hesitated to pursue. What's holding you back? Fear of failure? the unknown. The Stoics would encourage you to confront these fears head-on, understanding that inaction is a greater threat than failure. Consider the example of Marcus Aurelius, who ruled during times of crisis. He couldn't predict the outcomes of his decisions, but he acted based on reason, integrity, and the greater good. This lesson applies to everyday life. Whether it's asking for a promotion, starting a new project, or standing up for what's right, action grounded in courage leads to growth. To cultivate courage, break your challenges into manageable steps. Often the fear of starting is greater than the task itself. Focus on what's within your control, as Epictetus taught. It is not what happens to you, but how you respond to it that matters. By taking one small step forward, you build momentum and diminish the power of fear. Additionally, embrace failure as part of the process. The Stoics understood that setbacks are inevitable but temporary. Every failure carries a lesson, and every lesson strengthens your resolve. When you shift your mindset from fearing failure to valuing growth, action becomes less intimidating. Lastly, surround yourself with reminders of your own strength. Keep a journal of past successes or challenges you've overcome. Reflect on these moments when doubt creeps in. They serve as proof of your resilience and capability. Taking action with courage doesn't mean being reckless. It means living intentionally and refusing to let fear dictate your path. By moving forward, step by step, you align with the Stoic ideal of a life well lived, one of purpose, integrity, and bold determination. 6. Practice gratitude daily. The Stoics were masters of perspective, and gratitude was a cornerstone of their philosophy. They believed in appreciating what you have rather than lamenting what you lack. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Do not indulge in dreams of what you have not, but reckon up the chief of the blessings you do possess." This practice of gratitude grounds you in the present and cultivates contentment. In modern life, it's easy to focus on what's missing: a promotion you didn't get, a vacation you can't afford, or a goal you haven't achieved. This fixation creates a cycle of dissatisfaction. Stoicism teaches that by redirecting your focus to what you already have, you can transform your mindset and embrace joy. Start small. Every day list 3 things you're grateful for. They don't need to be grand. It could be the warmth of the sun, a meaningful conversation, or even a good cup of coffee. This simple act rewires your brain to seek positivity, training you to notice the good in your life. Gratitude also reinforces the Stoic principle of valuing what's within your control. Epictetus reminds us that external possessions and circumstances are fleeting. True wealth lies in appreciating the things that don't rely on external validation: your character, relationships, and personal growth. Additionally, practicing gratitude helps you face adversity with resilience. Instead of succumbing to frustration when things go wrong, look for what remains. Did a plan fail? Be grateful for the lesson it taught you. Did you face a setback? Appreciate the strength you gained by enduring it. Gratitude extends to people too. Take time to acknowledge and thank those who support and uplift you. Expressing appreciation strengthens relationships and fosters mutual respect. As Seneca said, "He is wise who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has." Incorporate gratitude into your daily routine, whether through journaling, reflection, or simply pausing to appreciate a moment. This practice creates a life of abundance regardless of your circumstances. By focusing on what you have instead of what you lack, you'll find yourself aligned with the Stoic ideal of true contentment and enduring peace. 7. Accept the inevitable. Life is full of uncertainty, and the Stoics believed in facing it head-on. They emphasized the importance of accepting what cannot be changed. Epictetus taught, "Make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens." This philosophy might seem passive, but it's deeply empowering. Acceptance isn't about resignation, it's about clarity. When you stop resisting the inevitable, you free yourself from unnecessary suffering. Imagine carrying a heavy load uphill. The more you resist the weight, the harder the climb feels. But when you accept the weight and adjust your stride, the journey becomes more manageable. In your own life, think of situations that have caused frustration or pain. Perhaps it's the end of a relationship, a missed opportunity, or an unchangeable outcome. Instead of dwelling on the unfairness or wishing things were different, practice stoic acceptance. Acknowledge your feelings, but focus on moving forward. The Stoics also practiced premeditatio malorum, imagining potential challenges or losses before they happen. Far from pessimism, this exercise helps you build resilience. By mentally preparing for the worst, you're better equipped to handle it if it arises, and you can appreciate what you have while it lasts. Acceptance doesn't mean passivity. It means channeling your energy toward what you can influence. For example, you can't control the economy, but you can control your spending. You can't change the past, but you can shape your response to it. Acceptance shifts your focus from what's outside your grasp to the power you hold within. Ultimately, acceptance liberates you. It removes the burden of fighting against reality and allows you to live with grace. As Marcus Aurelius put it, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Embrace what you cannot change, and you'll discover the serenity that comes from aligning your actions with life's natural flow. By integrating these Stoic principles into your daily life, you can navigate challenges, embrace growth, and live with purpose. 8. Live in accordance with nature. To the Stoics, living in harmony with nature meant aligning your actions with reason and the natural order of the universe. This principle isn't about wilderness survival, but understanding your role as a rational being in a vast and interconnected world. Marcus Aurelius captured this idea beautifully. Live in agreement with nature. At its core, this teaching encourages you to embrace your human capacity for reason, compassion, and self-awareness. In a fast-paced world, it's easy to feel disconnected from yourself, from others, and from the planet. Stoicism reminds us to reconnect with our essential nature by living authentically and ethically. How can you apply this today? Begin by simplifying your life. Many of our stresses come from chasing unnecessary desires, status, wealth, or approval. The Stoics believed that happiness isn't found in excess, but in living virtuously. Focus on what truly matters: your character, relationships, and meaningful pursuits. Living in accordance with nature also involves accepting the cycles of life. Everything in the universe is in flux. Seasons change, people grow, and circumstances evolve. By embracing impermanence, you can find peace amid life's transitions. Instead of resisting change, view it as an opportunity to grow. Additionally, this principle calls for harmony with the natural world. Be mindful of how your actions affect the environment. While ancient Stoics didn't face modern ecological challenges, their respect for nature remains relevant. Practice gratitude for the Earth's resources and strive to live sustainably. Equally important is your connection with others. Humans are inherently social creatures, and Stoicism teaches the value of contributing to the greater good. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "What injures the hive injures the bee." Treat others with kindness, patience, and understanding, knowing that your actions ripple outward. Living according to nature isn't about perfection, it's about intentionality. Each day, ask yourself, am I acting in alignment with my values? Am I contributing to the well-being of others? By staying true to your nature, you'll cultivate a life of integrity and fulfillment. This timeless wisdom encourages us to live with purpose, embracing our role in the grand tapestry of existence. Align yourself with reason, accept life's flow, and honor your connections. In doing so, you'll embody the Stoic ideal of a life well lived. 9. Practice self-reflection. Self-reflection is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy, offering a profound way to cultivate self-awareness and continuous improvement. The Stoics believed that understanding our thoughts, actions, and emotions was key to mastering our impulses and aligning with virtue. Through introspection, we can learn from our mistakes, sharpen our character, and cultivate wisdom. In practical terms, self-reflection means setting aside time regularly to evaluate your choices, reactions, and mindset. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, famously wrote, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." It's a reminder that our internal world shapes our external experiences. By observing our thoughts, we can begin to identify patterns and identify areas for growth. To incorporate self-reflection into your life, start with a daily practice. In the morning, set your intentions. What do you want to focus on today? What virtues would you like to embody? Throughout the day, stay mindful of how you react to situations. Are your responses measured and virtuous? At the end of the day, take a moment to review your actions. What did you do well? Where could you have acted more wisely? Through this process, you begin to gain control over your mind and actions. It also helps you manage negative emotions like anger, frustration, and anxiety. Rather than being controlled by them, you can examine their source and learn how to respond with greater calm and rationality. Self-reflection also encourages a deep sense of personal responsibility. The Stoics believed that, although we can't control external events, we can control how we respond to them. By regularly examining your thoughts and behavior, you build a mindset that is resilient and adaptable to life's challenges. Another benefit of self-reflection is that it fosters gratitude. When you take the time to reflect on what's going well in your life, you cultivate a sense of appreciation for your experiences, even the difficult ones. Recognizing your progress, however small, boosts your confidence and motivation to continue striving for personal growth. The Stoics knew that self-improvement is a lifelong process. Through continuous reflection, you remain engaged in the journey of becoming the best version of yourself. This ongoing cycle of introspection helps you stay aligned with your values, navigate life's challenges with wisdom, and lead a life marked by integrity and purpose.